Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So today I'm going to kit up my Halloween pumpkin glow in the dark kit. If you saw me unbox it, I did get 2 of them. The other one I have started, so sorry I didn't do a kitting up video on that one, but I thought possibly it would be a bit too samey because they are very similar pictures and very similar themes. So let's get on and get this done and we'll have a bit of a chat and I'll let you know what I've been getting up to this week. Okay, so I'm just using my 30 storage container. There's only 23 colours in this one. Okay, what I've done is photocopy the little legend down the side of the canvas, and I've put it through my Xyron sticker maker so I can label up my bottles. Okay, let me grab a pair of scissors because I ain't going to be able to do it without. So yeah, these Xyron sticker makers are great. You literally just put, say, a piece of paper or something through it. I mean, you could even cut it off the canvas if you wish, but I find these are a little bit thick and I catch them and they come off. I have tried using them in the past. Alright, excuse my nails. I've been doing lots of moving about of furniture and things. We're still trying to get things right so that the wheelchair can go around the house. For hubby, if you didn't know, my hubby is in a wheelchair at the moment. Well, he will be, unfortunately, for the rest of his life. So yeah, it's a case of trial and error, trying to get the house so that he can get around really well. So I'll just cut that bit off and put it in the little net at the top there, and then we're just gonna just take this excess off. It'll just make it a little bit easier for cutting. And yeah, we'll get these stuck on these containers. So yeah, and I've not had a chance to do my nails properly. They're all different lengths, they're all in a shocking state, so I'm going to have to get my Sally Hansen back out again and give them another go. It always seems to be the case that I just start getting them in a reasonable state and then end up doing lots of things. I'm going to have to go into the loft or attic, as you may call it, later on and get some bits and pieces down from there, and see if any of that needs to be sent to the charity shop. And I've got some containers up there I know I need, and I've got some cupboards to sort out. We've got another cupboard that we need to get rid of, so I'm going to have a bit of a shuffle around with those as well. So there's no point in trying to do anything with my nails at the moment because they're just going to look rubbish by the time I've finished moving around again. So let's just get these put on here. Oh, this one starts with 310, so there's no colours before 310, which is unusual. Quite often with darker colours you do get 154, which is like a purpley highlight colour. So as you can see, the Xyron just makes this piece of paper into stickers, and they are quite easy to get off your containers as well. So just get all these put on. Oh, excuse the music, that's the ice cream van's just come down the street again. I don't know whether he'll get many takers today. It is very, very cold today. That wind is bitter. And it has been drizzly rain. So Millie, our little Scotty, didn't go out for very long today, and she came back very dischuffed and quite soggy, and then she has to be rubbed down with a towel. She has her own towels, spoilt dog. No, I just use the old towels because she does like to then afterwards have a fight with them, so they end up getting like a bit raggy and torn, and yeah, quite a few holes in them. Okay, so that's all my little containers prepared. So now we need to get drills. Oh yeah, I remember. These are the drills that all came in separate little bags. Oh, decided to do that then. Ugh. Right. So, yeah. They chopped them all into separate little bags. Put that in the top there as well, because that's got the code number on it. Ugh. Can't be doing with this, look, too much faffing about putting them all in separate little bags. Okay, I'm going to use my little Hatfield Designs tray, which, if you've not seen these, I think they're brilliant. Should have got an orange one, shouldn't I, for Halloween, maybe for next year. But yeah, they've actually got a diamond on the front there, which, and this is like the satin pink, which I absolutely love. I'm a definite pink girl. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Oh well, I can see 310 there. Now we've got 2 packets of this, so we may need a second bottle. So let me find my little labels. Okay, let's grab a sheet of labels because I think we're going to need those. And we're going to need a pen as well. And yep, Scotty dog pen. Oh, it's always got to be Scotty dogs. Okay, so let's try, see how many we can get in this container. I think possibly just over 1 pack. At least they've put the 2 packs still together rather than separating them out. Oh, cuts them all up like this. Oh dear. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, oh look, they're escaping already and I haven't even started. It's going to be a spilly day, Liz. Not good. Okay. Right, I think, yeah, we're just going to get 1 pack in there. Oh, there's a few still in there. Okay, I don't know whether you can hear the birds. Yeah, I don't know whether the camera will pick that up. But we have got a lot of birds have all of a sudden decided to come back again. We did have a point, we always put food out for the birds, but I think once the babies had grown up and flown away, the birds stopped coming to our bed tables. We always put fat balls and seed and stuff out, and they seem to stop coming. But as it's coming winter now, and the ground's getting colder, we seem to have got them back again. And today there is a lot, and they're having a massive argument just outside the window where I'm doing this. And now I have a sniffing dog. I'm coming in. You can come in if you like. Right, sorry about that. Just let Millie in. I had to coax her across the threshold of the door because a piece of plastic had fallen and it may have jumped up and got her. So she's decided that she wasn't coming in until it moved. Oh dear me. Right, so let's put a label for this one. So it's number 1 and I'll put 310 on it as well so I know what it is. Okay. And just put that label on there. So that's, I don't know whether we'll have any other duplicates. When I originally looked at them, I can't remember that there was any packets that were joined together with the same colour, but you never know the way they've done them. Oh dear. Can you tell I'm not amused by the fact that they've got them all separate? Right, so we'll put that one up there and I'll use that one first. So we're left with that one at the end. Right, so let's have a look. We'll go on to number 15 next. So it's a good job these have got the numbers on. Okay, so there's not many of these. Just put those in there. Yes, so it's been our wedding anniversary this week, and on our actual wedding anniversary our daughter came with the granddaughters. Oh, come on, get out. Oh, that little last one didn't want to get out there. So we had a lovely day. We actually went shopping to one of our favourite stores, The Range, and had a look at all their Halloween stuff, and it was brilliant. We had a really good time, and we got some bits and pieces for Halloween. In this country we never really used to celebrate Halloween. It was always, we used to do penny for the guy, and we used to go around knocking on doors and asking for, well, it was always a penny for the guy. You were asking for pennies to save up so you could buy some fireworks for November the 5th. That was our thing. We didn't have pumpkins. We used to use old swedes, which were like a turnipy type swede thing. And they were hard as rock to cut out. And I was the youngest of my brother and sister, so I used to get my big brother to help me out. He was really good. He used to help me cut mine. because they were really difficult. They weren't nice and soft, and you lose little plastic scoops like the kids do with these pumpkins. Kids don't know they're born. We had to use knives and forks and really dig into these sweets, and they were the real old rotten ones, so it wasn't even as if Mum could cook it afterwards, it wasn't nice to put in a stew or anything afterwards. Yeah, it wasn't great. Oh, 310 look there. Let's get that put back in this pot. It's getting on my nerves now. I can see it out the corner of my eye. So yeah, that was ours. I remember one year we actually dressed my friend's little sister up as a guy. The guy is Guy Fawkes, who we burn on a bonfire every year. I know. He tried blowing up the Houses of Parliament. So it's just a tradition in this country that we have Guy Fawkes night on November the 5th. Remember. The 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot, as the little poem goes, if you want to look that up. If you're not in the UK. And yeah. So we used to go around and people used to just give you the odd coppers, pennies or whatever, and then you would use them to buy fireworks to use on November the 5th. And we had some great times. There wasn't all the big organised firework displays and bonfires that there are now. We used to go around the streets knocking on doors as well and seeing if people had any old furniture or wood or stuff that would burn, and we used to make up these great big bonfires on bits of wasteland and fields and things, and yeah, and then we'd have to keep guard on it because you could guarantee that a couple of nights or the night before bonfire night, some of the horrible people would come and burn your bonfire down. So you would just turn up the next morning and look, and there'd just be a pile of ash, and it'd be like, oh no, all that hard work building up that bonfire. But then everybody would then just rally round, and we always ended up with a bonfire, and we always had a good time. We quite often used to put potatoes in tin foil in the middle of the fire so that they would come out as a baked potato at the end of the fire. At the ashes, what did we used to call it? Final embers, last embers, dying embers I think it was called. And you would get your potatoes out at the end there, and yeah, it was just great fun. There's, I mean, how we all survived, I don't know. There's a lot more health and safety on the go now. We always had sparklers, which are like your little sticks with your, like, well, I suppose it's gunpowder, I don't know, on the end, and you'd set fire to it and write your name and everything with it. And I mean, I can remember getting hold of the wrong end of one that was hot and burning my hand. It was just one of those things in those days. You won't do that again, will you? Your mother would say to you. No, but she was very sympathetic, and you get some cream on it and stuff, but you'd be fine, you just got on with it. And yeah, my grandma always used to make her treacle toffee, which was black treacle that she used to make it from. Sadly, we've not got the recipe anymore. It's one of those things I wish I'd asked my grandma and written it down. Because yeah, her trays of treacle toffee, oh, they were absolutely delicious. But of course, because you would have it outside at one bit, we did join in with the neighbours sometimes, and you'd put all the food on a table, and because the treacle toffee was outside, it'd be absolutely rock hard, and you'd have to put it in your mouth for about half an hour before you could even start chewing it. But it tasted delicious, it was wonderful. And we'd quite often have hot dogs and things as well. And my dad was a fireman, so we were always fire safety. Your fireworks were always in a tin box. You always had to light them, and we always had a bucket of water next to them as well, just in case. It was lots of happy memories and lots of great fun of bonfire night. Hubby doesn't really like fireworks. He's not into fireworks, which is a shame. I think it varies from person to person. I know, some of the bangs are quite loud, but I do think that as I've got older, I don't know whether it's just me, but for fireworks now, the bangs are just so loud, they're deafening. It's as though not only has the fireworks got bigger in these big displays, but they're also a lot louder. I don't ever remember when we had the rockets that we used to stick in a milk bottle. You used to have to put it in sand or dig it into the ground a bit so the rocket didn't knock it over. And it just used to go poof. Now they go boom, really, really loud. And it's like, oh dear. I don't know. I don't think they're any better because they're louder. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, and we seem to have fireworks a lot all the time of the year now. They're not just at bonfire night. I know I worked in a shop we used to sell fireworks, and I'm sure the licence was something like you had to apply for your licence and you could only sell fireworks. I'm sure it was for 10 days before November the 5th, before bonfire night, and then you had to stop selling them on bonfire night. I'm sure the licence was only for 10 days. We didn't have them at New Year, and we certainly didn't have them for birthday parties and weddings and things. Now they just seem to go on forever. People just seem to have them any excuse and they'll have fireworks. We're very lucky. All of our dogs have been okay with fireworks. I think I read somewhere, it was, must have been in a dog book, because there wasn't fireworks when I got my first dog. Sorry, wasn't fireworks, wasn't Facebook or anything when I got my first dog. I think I got my first dog in 1991, and we got our first computer around about 1998, so you know there was quite a big difference there. And yeah, our dogs, you know, weren't bothered. So yeah, I was saying about the article, wasn't I? Get back on track, Liz, stop waffling. So yeah, the article actually said if you yawn at a dog when something goes off, like a big bang or something, then they think, oh, you're not bothered, so maybe I don't need to be bothered. So all the dogs we've had, we've always sat and yawned at them when there's a big bang gone off for like bonfire night or whatever, so that they know not to be bothered. And like when there's thunder and lightning on, when there's big cracks of thunder, we've always just sat there and looked at the dogs and yawned. Hey, but it's worked. Yeah, none of them have been particularly bothered. Millie is a little bit more nervous than the other dogs we've had. That's our little Scotty Millie that's now decided to start licking my foot, which is not great. Ooh, yuck. Oh good, she's stopped. Yeah, I wouldn't go near my feet. The smell of my feet would fell an elephant from 20 paces. But yeah, she's a little bit more nervous, so she tends to come and cuddle up to you, but she's not frightened. She just wants that little bit of extra reassurance. But yeah, the other dogs just weren't bothered, you know. In fact, Harvey, our little Westie, bless him, as he got older, he got quite blind and quite deaf, and he always went out for a walk after tea, and that's sort of evening meal. We have tea at tea time, which is evening meal time, about 5-6 o'clock-ish. Oh, Millie's having a rummage in my bin now. And yeah, he used to always have to go out at his set time, otherwise he'd just sit and glare at you and make you feel guilty. So I can remember one bonfire night, we're actually out walking a dog on bonfire night, and you could see people looking at us thinking, how cruel, fancy taking... Oh, I know, it was. Do you not like that bin? Could see... That was Millie just joining in. You could see people thinking, how cruel, fancy taking a dog out for a walk on bonfire night. But Harvey couldn't hear them, and because he was quite, as I say, he was going blind as well, he couldn't see or hear the fireworks. So he wasn't bothered as far as he was concerned. He was just going out for his walk. But yeah, I did feel very, very guilty. And in future times, while we still had him... Oh dear! Is it that bad, Millie Moo? Is it that bad? What are you telling me? Are you joining in with the story of Harvey? Eh? He didn't like fireworks. Yeah. Then in future years, we always made sure we went out earlier before the fireworks and everything started. But yeah, that was him. Excuse me, I'm just going to have to let her out. Right, Millie has now gone out, so we'll wait and see how long it is before she decides she wants to come back in. Because basically what she wants to do is know what I'm doing and also know what's going on downstairs and know what's going on outside. Oh, I've not cut this one very well. This one escaped already. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens this year. I know Halloween last year, because, oh, look, oh, they're only just going to fit in there. That's a big pack of those. What number's that one? Number 17. Oh, that's 939. So that's your black substitute, your very dark blue. Oh, really, I should have put those in 2 pots. I'll have to be careful when I open that one. Okay, remember that one is very full. So yeah, Halloween, we do get children coming round. The children round our street now have grown up quite a bit, so we tend not to get any coming round much anymore. So last year we decided we weren't going to do the giving out sweets because they were all strangers, and with COVID as well, we didn't want to be answering the door. But we did get one little lot of children come, and what we do, so I know we're really mean, we pretend we're not in. So we have the curtain, well, the blinds closed, and it's quite dark in our room anyway, because we tend to just have a lamp on. If anything, we don't put the room centre lights on or anything. And yeah, Millie heard the children come to the door, and they're always giggling and real silly because, you know, they were obviously younger children. And yeah, she she heard them, and as they knocked on the door and they're all like whispering and giggling, she put her head through the blinds, saw them all dressed up as like witches or whatever they were, and did the most enormous woof. Well, they weren't expecting it because our sort of front door's here and our front window's here, so they're all stood at the door looking here, waiting for somebody to open the door, and all of a sudden this little head sticks through the curtain, and with her being black as well, they probably didn't really see it and just woofed really loudly at them. Well, you've never seen children scream and run so fast in your life. It was really, really funny. I mean, they didn't go fast. They sort of went to the end of the, you know what kids are like, they don't run far, and they're all screaming and they're enjoying being frightened. It's Halloween, you know. So I did go out and give them something because, you know, I thought, oh dear, I better let them have something for the troubles, as it were. But yeah, that was really funny. So good old Millie stuck her head through it. Woof, really. I don't think they'll be coming back again this year. Okay, well, hopefully this is the last one, and then I'll just go through. This is the funny transparent glow in the dark ones. So yeah, but I've got a Halloween corner this year. I've got my pictures all put up in the corner. Oh, I've got a new outfit for Millie. I'll put it in the I'll show you a photograph of it. She wasn't best pleased. She doesn't like being dressed up, and yeah, I don't think she's still quite forgiven me for dressing her up. Right, so let's just check that we've got all of these, that there is something in every pot. Lovely colours. There's not much in some, but all the dark colours, the pots are very, very full. So I'm going to be doing a lot of dark colours. But the other one, as I say, I have started it, and the drills are going down really, really nicely. Okay, so I've got all my rubbish to put in the bin. So scissors done, I don't need my pen anymore. All my drills are all nicely labelled, ready to go. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat and listen to me while I kit up my Halloween pumpkin with the moon and the bats. So if you've enjoyed it, if you could give me a thumbs up, I would be most appreciative. And if you want to see this completed, see what I get up to next, if you press subscribe and the little bell next to it, you'll be notified when my next videos come up. So thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.